Hey guys, how are you? Today we'll be doing a declutter, and this is my end of the year declutter for my channel. I would say I do declutters every about 2 months or so, but I really went hard this time and I'm decluttering products I just don't want in my collection anymore. None of them are bad and none of them actually went bad, so these will all be passed on to friends and family. Please don't ask me if you can take these products or I think I can send them to you, because they do already have homes and I just prefer to send them to people I know as opposed to people I don't know. So please understand that. I'm really excited to share the products that I will be passing on. I do have some products that I'm pretty sure people are going to be like, why are you getting rid of that? Like, don't get rid of that. But it's my channel, my choices, and I'm happy to be passing these on to people who actually really enjoy them. So the first item I have here is the only single eyeshadow I will be decluttering, and this is from actually my Pan That Palette project, so I'll link that up in the cards, but I have not used this more than like once or twice throughout like the 3 or so months that I've been trying to pan this eyeshadow. And this is a red eyeshadow from the Colourpop Yes Please palette, and I have honestly hardly used this at all, even just outside of this project. It is a pretty red shade. I do not wear this shade at all, and I don't know why, because it's such a beautiful color. Like, look how pigmented that is. That is a like perfect red shade, and it does lean a little bit more like a brick red, and I think it's super pretty, but I'm just not using it. I have several brushes that I'm getting rid of, and 3 of them I still like. I just have a bunch of duplicates in my collection, and the other one I haven't used at all, and I figured I wouldn't use it. So one of them is the DuCare, and this is their powder brush, and I enjoy the DuCare brushes so much. They're really nice quality for the price, and this is just a fluffy powder brush. I already have a powder brush that I like, and I don't really see the point of having 2 of them, and this one's really soft as well and still really nice quality. I've had it for a few years now, but I'm just not using it as much, and I don't think I need 2 powder brushes. Next one is a Bold Metals brush from Real Techniques, and it is their crease shade. If I can find the actual number and name of it, I will put it in the description box, but it is basically like every other brush that looks like a MAC 217, a Sigma, I think it's an E25. It's basically a fluffy pinch blending brush, and I have a bunch of these in my collection. This is a fluffy flat shader brush, and this is from the BeautyBigBang. It's one of their brush sets, and I actually have my powder brush that I'm keeping, and it has this handle. I just prefer my DuCare version of this flat fluffy shader brush because I use it to highlight my brow bone, and I'm just not using this one enough. I might pass it on to like my boyfriend's little sister or my friends because it's such a cute little handle. I'm just trying to really curate my brush collection, and I just don't need this one. And then the final brush I am passing on is this Luxie Beauty 516 Duo Fiber powder brush. And it looks like this. It's a duo fiber brush. It's nice. I haven't used it though, and it's been several months, so I don't think I'm going to, so I'll be passing this one on. I have 2 powder highlighters that I'm passing on, and first I'm passing on the L'Oreal Paris True Match Lumi Powder Glow Blush and Highlighter. This is in the shade Rose, so that is what it looks like. It is very pretty. I think it's a more subtle highlighter, and it does have those 4 shades right there, but I just swirled these together. Lisa gave this to me because I think she just wasn't wearing it, and I think she had other highlighters she liked better, and I feel the same way. It is really pretty. Like, don't get me wrong. It is a nice subtle sheen, and I think this would work really well on my boyfriend's little sister because she has fair skin like I do, but she doesn't wear a ton of makeup, so I think I'm going to pass this on to her or maybe one of my YouTube friends, but I think my boyfriend's little sister would really like this. And L'Oreal's not cruelty free, and I wanted to try it out, so that's why I accepted the product from Lisa, but I just don't want to keep it in my collection. And then the other highlighter I do actually like, I just don't like it as much as my other ones. This is the e.l.f. Shimmer highlighting powder, and this is in the shade Starlight Glow. So this one is actually very similar to the Tarte highlighter in my Hamptons Weekender palette that I finished up, which I like, but I liked that one a little bit better. This one's also fairly subtle as well. And this one's more golden compared to the L'Oreal one. So this one is the e.l.f. one, this one's the L'Oreal one. Both are very pretty. I just have other highlighters that I'm using a little bit more. But if you are fair and you want a highlighter in this formula, I would definitely recommend the Pearl Glow. That one's like blinding. This one's more subtle, so that's pretty much why I'm passing it on. Really nice formula though. These highlighters are really awesome. Now moving on to eyeshadow palettes, and I'm going to start off with the one that will probably get me yelled at the most, and this is the Juvia's Place The Magic palette. And here's what the packaging looks like. It is really cute. And the colors in here are pretty. So here's what the Magic palette looks like. So that has a top 2 rows of warm tones. The bottom rows are cool tones. And the formula of these eyeshadows is awesome. I didn't play with the mattes too much, but I did play with some of the shimmers. I love this gold shade right here, and this is in Nubia. I love like a super yellow gold like this, and if you guys follow me on Instagram, this is the gold I used for the yellow day of the color challenge I was doing. Oh my god, look at that gold. It's just so damn pretty, and I need to find a single like this. I'm just not entirely inspired by the colors in this palette. I feel like the cool tones, especially these two shimmer shades, are extremely similar. I did go ahead and swatch some of them on my hand here. This isn't the entire palette, but I wanted to swatch a nice variety of cool tones and warm tones. And as you can see, the pigment is there. I'm just not entirely inspired by the colors in this palette, especially because I feel like some of them are very similar. And then as for the warm tones, I have so many of these colors, like the ones that I like in this palette. The only one I really want is like this gold shade right here. And the only one that I would really think is like an addition to my collection, or maybe like one of these navy shades right here, or this green. The pigment on Juvia's Place eyeshadows is insane, and I feel like they just work super well as an eyeshadow. I definitely want to try out more of their palettes, but this one I'm going to be passing on to my friend Angela because she's interested in trying it. To declutter my Hard Candy Look Pro eyeshadow palette, and it just has plastic packaging right here and then this little detail right here. And I have used the crap out of this palette. Here's what mine currently looks like. So I have pan on 3 different shades, and I did use up 2 of them. This color was actually very similar to the gold I really like in the Juvia's Place palette, and then this was just a matte cream shade. I like the quality of most of the colors in here. I prefer the mattes to the shimmers. I think some of the shimmers are really good and have really great quality, but some kind of just flake away, and I'm just not into this palette as much as I thought I was at first. I did swatch out a few of the shades, so 2 of these are mattes right here, and then 2 of these are shimmer shades. And sometimes the shimmers can have a lot of impact, but then other times I feel like I really have to build them up and wet them. The mattes are extremely blendable, so that's why I'm like, ooh, like I feel bad getting rid of this palette because the mattes are really nice, but there's mostly shimmers in this palette, and I'm just kind of over it. I liked it at first, and I actually wanted to get this palette for a while because I would see it in stores and I'd be like, I wonder what Hard Candy eyeshadows are like. So I liked the quality, but I didn't love it, so that is why I'm decluttering it. This is the last palette I'm decluttering for this video, and this is truly just because I don't need a warm toned matte palette. This is the Faced Just Peachy Mattes palette, and I freaking love the packaging on here. I feel like a fancy bitch when I'm holding it, and this is what it looks like. The colors are really pretty in here. I love this shade Peach Sangria. I think it is like a gorgeous berry shade, but I have all of these colors in this, and then these 2 peachy shades right here. I actually decluttered these from the Colourpop Yes Please palette. They had 2 very similar shades, and I do like the other like warm tone browns in here, but really I would only like to keep this for like just this Peach Sangria shade. I just don't need a warm tone matte palette in my collection. All of my shadow palettes, they all have warm tone mattes in them, so I don't need a separate palette just for this. And then I also have the e.l.f. Jewel Pop Matte for Matte palette, which is a mix of warm tones, berry tones, and colorful eyeshadows as well, and they're all matte shades, so I think I'd rather just keep that because it has more variety than keep this one. Sorry, I didn't feel like swatching that one. I feel like when I swatch Too Faced mattes, sometimes they get hard pan on them, and I don't feel like scraping that off prior to sending it to Angela. I want it to be like pretty good condition. So now moving on to lip products. I do a few lip products here. I've just noticed I'm not the biggest lip product person. I still like them. I'm wearing Colourpop Alyssa Ultra Satin Lip on my lips today, and this is my favorite liquid lipstick. Typically I just wear nudes that are like glossy and creamy, or I'll wear a dark matte liquid lipstick, and then sometimes I'll wear a matte liquid lipstick in a nude shade, but I just don't need these ones that I will be decluttering. They're nice shades, nice formulas, but I personally do not need them. The first product I am passing on is this Bite Beauty, and this is one of their mini Amuse Bouche lipsticks, and this is in the shade Chai, and this came in the Sephora birthday gift for this year, and this is a darker nude shade. It is very pretty. I just noticed that Bite Beauty slides around on my lips. My lips are not big, so anything outside of my lip line kind of shows and it gets a little bit messy. So here is a little swatch of it. It's freaking beautiful. Like, look at that. I love nude colors like this. I love a darker nude, but I'd prefer it in like a, probably an ultra satin formula like the Colourpop, because it's a liquid lipstick, but it's still extremely comfortable. I would like to try out the nude colors in the Amuse Bouche formula because I heard so many good things about this lipstick, and I did wear this once and I liked the color on myself, but I wouldn't feel comfortable wearing a darker color like this for like an entire day because I'd be afraid of it getting on my teeth, getting on my chin, and I just feel like it would be a little bit messy on me personally. And then the only other bullet lipstick that I'm decluttering is this Jane Iredale, and this is their, I think it's Moisture Rich lipstick. I'll put the full name down below, and this is in the shade Joanna. And it's actually pretty similar in tone to the Bite Beauty one, but it is actually more berry toned. And this is actually a sheer formula. I've just noticed that these kind of dry my lips out a little bit. So that is the color of the Joanna shade, and I am giving away 2 of these in my future giveaway whenever I decide to have it, because I got this from Influencer and they sent me 3 different shades and I just tried out this one. I only have 1 lip gloss I'm passing on. This is the Kokie Cosmetics Lip Veneer, and this is in the shade Legend. And for a while I did like this lip gloss. It's a pretty nude color, but it's not very glossy. It kind of performs like a liquid lipstick, but it's not totally opaque on the lips. It is opaque there, but I feel like it wears away very quickly like a lip gloss, but it is like full pigment and isn't super shiny. So that is the Legend shade. The only lip gloss I want in my collection is Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in the Universal shade, and I want to try the Diamond Milk too, but I wish they would come in like a 2 set of like both of them as minis. I think that would be ideal for me. Finally, the rest are liquid lipsticks, and I haven't been as into liquid lipsticks as I once was, especially for nude colors. Personally, I would prefer a very comfortable formula for a nuder lipstick, but for darker colors I don't mind having a matte liquid lipstick, and for some of these I just had duplicates. Some of them I just didn't want. For this one's actually fairly new. This is the Too Faced Melted Matte Liquefied Matte Longwear Lipstick, and this is in the shade Pumpkin Spice. And that is what the color looks like. It is a gorgeous terracotta color, and this packaging is super cute. And this is just a mini, by the way. I got this in a set. It has little pumpkins on it, and these are supposed to be scented like the name of the product, and this color is gorgeous. So that is what that looks like, and this is a terracotta orange color. This one I am passing on because I just don't love the scent that much, and personally I think this smells like Fireball, like the whiskey. I think it's whiskey. I've never drank Fireball because I just refuse to. But it just smells like cinnamon. I don't necessarily think it smells like pumpkin spice. I thought I did when I first smelled it, but now that I've been like trying it and wearing it a little bit, I'm just not loving it as much as I thought I would. This was actually my going out to the bar lipstick for a while, and this is the NYX Liquid Suede lipstick. This is in the shade Soft Spoken, and it's a darker nude color. You guys know I love these types of colors. And I'll give you a little swatch of it. It's actually very similar to the Bite Beauty Chai lipstick right there. So this is the NYX one, and this is gorgeous. I just haven't been loving it because whenever I apply it, it doesn't always dry evenly in some areas, and it can look very patchy, which is very disappointing because I love this color so much. So I'm hoping I can find a color from like Colourpop, and I feel like Colourpop's formulas, at least the ones that I've tried, have been pretty consistent in quality. Next, I am getting rid of the Milani Amore Matte Lip Cream, and this is in the shade Adorable. And this is a lighter nude shade, and this is more on the brown side. It's like a pinky brown nude color, and it's very light. So that is the Milani shade. It's pretty. I actually think this is super similar to the Too Faced Sugar Cookie shade. This one's a little bit more pink than that, but this is a full size and that one is a travel size. And I don't tend to wear nude colors like this all the time, especially in a liquid lipstick form, because this one's a little bit drying. It's not awful, but I do like the Too Faced formula a little bit better, so passing this one on. And finally, I am passing on the Wet n Wild Mega Lash Liquid Catsuit Liquid Lipstick, and this is in the shade Missy and Fierce. This is a blue toned red shade, and I like that it's in a liquid lipstick form because that's how I prefer to wear darker colors and brighter colors, because this one is insanely bright for being a red. I might give this to my boyfriend's little sister because I don't think she has a red lipstick. My sister, she actually has a Wet n Wild liquid lipstick in a red shade, but it's actually a deeper red, and that's what I prefer. Blue toned reds I don't love on me because they just end up looking like neon, and I'm just gonna pass this on. I don't love the Wet n Wild liquid lipstick formula. I do have the shade Berry Recognize, and that color's really pretty, but sometimes I feel like this can be pretty drying, but it's only like a $5 liquid lipstick. It's fine, but I'm not in love with this color on me personally. So guys, those are all of the products that I'm decluttering. I have them in this little heart-shaped container right here. It's overflowing a little bit. The shape of the container isn't ideal, but thank you guys so much for watching. And then, like I said, all these products will be going to friends and family. I'm super excited to send out everyone's packages and give them like early Christmas presents. If you posted a declutter recently, please let me know because they're some of my favorite videos to watch and I would love to watch yours. Thank you again for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Talk to you later. Bye.